guys, it's Jorstan here with another video. Today we are doing a 2v2 31k rules battle. So today I am with my teammate, assumes to be my teammate as I always seem to be doing battles with him, Mr. A as usual, playing as the Skippy Eye. I am playing as Britannia, and our two opponents, I can't remember the names, so I'll tell you when we see him in the battle. So, just going to quickly go over the army comps. I've got 5 units of chariots, all gold. I have got also 4 units of slingers, 1 unit of head hurlers. I have also got, it looks like, 6 units of chosen swordsmen, and 4 units of just normal swordsmen. Mr. A, I've also got a unit of light cavalry as well. Mr. A has got the standard, I'd say, Roman army. He's got 6 units of archers, auxilia. He's got 7 or 8 units. Yeah, 8 units of urban cohorts. 1 unit of legionary first. 4 units of praetorians, and another unit of armoured general's bodyguard as well. So I think they're slightly tougher than the urbans and that. So quite two opposite armies, quite infantry strong. Obviously you'd think chariots are quite strong. They are and they aren't. In this battle I really didn't use my chariots to the full effect, and really wasted them, to be fair, which meant the battle took a lot longer than it could have done. So I was going to fast forward till the battle starts. So hopefully it won't be too long. So yeah, I'm up against the Egyptians, and I'm up against the Egyptians, and Mr. A is first up against the Macedonians and that. So, having a bit of frame drop here for some reason. There we go, frames back up there, I don't know what happened there. So I'll go over, our opponents were Fuse 3 Mad and J Lawrence. So I'll go over Fuse's army first. We think he was a bit of a new player, as we did have to explain the rules and explain some how to upgrade the units and that. But he played quite well, to be fair. Now he's got a lot of archers, obviously a lot of chariot archers, which with my army really played bad against me. As to be fair, we beat him in the infantry fight quite well, but I lost loads of men just chasing around his archers, as I didn't really have enough units to chase all the chariots and all the infantry. But as you can see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of chariot archers, 4 or 5, I think. I think he's got 3 units of light cavalry. He's got 2 units of light cavalry, 1 unit of heavy cavalry. He's got 5 units of archers, a unit of peasants, and 5 units of Nile spearmen. So both battles start quite quickly. Obviously the Macedon army has got 6 units of Cretan archers, 5 units of companion cavalry, and 7 units of royal pikemen. So as you can see, Mr. A's cavalry is harassing his archers. I'm rushing my infantry forward, as I don't want to be sat in a skirmish, really, as I'm not going to win. I haven't got the range nor the missile troops to do so. So he sent his archers across. I am being backed up slightly at the moment by the archer auxilia, and he does manage. I pushed forward my slingers a bit too much, and they get isolated, and I can't push my cavalry or infantry up enough. So these units do come back from routing, but I managed to get all my chariots there to back them up. And to be fair, they do slaughter this, I can't even tell what they are, this heavy cavalry. But I lost a lot of men, and as you can see, I was thinking chariots versus chariots. Here's archers, I'll send my heavy melee chariots after them, and I thought I would do alright, to be fair, but they seem to just get cut down. So I cut through the peasants quite well. As you can see, they're just I'm not killing that many of them, to be fair. I'm losing more of my guys than I am theirs. which, as you can see, I said I wasted them really. So we are surrounding. So my tactic was one unit, hold them at the front, and then put a unit round the side to surround them. So we do, to be fair, there's 3 units here. We do easily cut through them. They're not in phalanx mode, they're just in normal melee mode where they're not the strongest at. And yep, as you can see, my chariots have been pretty much wiped out with them not taking many casualties at all, if not any. And that was the only problem with them being archers. They just shot me to death before I could even really make any dint on them. So I'm pushing the rest of my infantry forward, attacking them quite nicely. Bit of a cavalry skirmish over here. We do luckily win, to be fair, which is good, and which means I can harass their cavalry more. And as you can see here, we've lost a fair few men, but we've absolutely wiped out good half of their infantry, and they've only got 2 units left at all. And obviously, being up against the chosen swordsman, they're not even going to last as much as that. I'm pushing these units now as well to harass them even more.
The enemy warlord shows his worth. Nothing. Any of our warriors.
So the battle's not going too bad. He's pushing some light infantry as well to deal with me as peasants, but they're not going to last very long either. And as you can see, even in phalanx mode, these guys are just getting cut down and they are quickly routed. So that is pretty much his infantry all gone. So I won't show you this bit. I'll go over to Mr. A's battle because this is pretty much me just running now after his cavalry and chariot units. So as you can see, Mr. A has won at a big cost his the cavalry fight there. There's a couple of units left. As you can see, the slaughter, carnage, a lot of horses here of both sides. So the infantry battle has started now. This unit here is going to be completely destroyed as they're getting flanked. And this unit over here and the other one as well have been flanked round the side. It looks like they're obviously trying to do a pincer movement and hasn't worked too well, as this unit and this unit are slowly getting cut down. Obviously losing the cavalry superiority has just left them over open for hammer and envoy strikes. But the Cretan archers are still doing a lot of damage. Obviously his general's unit obviously didn't do as well as he thought, and a lot of them still managed to survive, because Cretan archers, to be fair, are quite good in melee mode, which I found in one of my battles, and that which is good. But he is obviously wiping up this infantry here. This unit here was doing quite well, managing to push them back, but it's in no avail. They're losing their units now. They're just routing. J. Lawrence's units are just breaking now. You can see this unit barely touched, 6-7 men, and they're just being cut down. So they're slowly breaking, which wraps this up quite nicely, this battle over here. The archers left, and there is a couple of units come back from routing, but nothing that's really going to cause any damage to Mr. A at all that he's not going to be able to handle. So moving back over to here, as you can see, I need to figure out how to work out this map because it's blooming annoying. I'm to slide all the way across over here. As you can see, my cavalry did come back from routing, and they are just mopping up the light infantry as well. And as you can see, my army is just now chasing down the routing, not routing units, but the archers running away and the chariots. As you look at it, yeah, they're just getting cut down as they run after them. It's like I can't sit there because I'll get shot. If I run after them, I get shot as well. So the only consolation is that my own slingers came back, and they do a couple of damage. They do take out a fair few of these units, which is good, and it's what we needed in that. But as you can see, there's another unit over here. I think, I'm sorry guys, I'm still a bit ill. I think these guys, no, I thought these were the ones that ended up at the back of the map, because there is a unit that ends up right at the back of the map, just out the way. But obviously this unit over here has been cut down. So I'm going to speed this up a slight bit, as this is just now really me chasing around units why they obviously on skirmish mode run away. As you can see, the Macedonian army has completely been destroyed now, and he has admitted defeat as well. It's a good game for Jay Lawrence. Yeah, so my units are back and forth routing, coming back, and they're taking out a fair few of these guys over here, very slowly, but because I think they've got 2 hit points, chariots have. I sent my cavalry after this unit, and these archers are quite tough, to be fair, as they managed to rout my cavalry and kill them all as well, and another unit of infantry as well. Yeah, as you can see, killed them, and off they go off the battlefield. Now we do get lucky here. I was a bit annoyed as they just routed last minute. They're my swordsmen. We do manage to catch the general's unit, which makes my life a lot easier in that, as we managed to kill him, which I think helped with the rest of these guys routing them. So as you can see, pushing straight in here to another unit, backing them up, and then they go, they are routed.
General. Now his men show fear. Now they may turn and run.
So look,
attack! Attack!
slingers, they've killed quite a few, but obviously there's a lot more of them left than us. And I am bringing up, I realise I had a unit over here. I eventually will start to bring them up and pull them forward to the front line to help. As you can see, we're just backing them slowly and slowly and slowly into this corner over here. Over there, my unit's getting routed, and I believe that other unit over there of infantry also gets routed as well. So Mr. A sends a lot of his troops over there. There's a lot of my army still here. So since we've got his archers, it's helping out a lot, as they are able to just shoot the chariots that have just stood still and running away. As you can see, there's another 2 gone, another 4. They're all just slowly dropping. He knows the end of the battle is coming, and that is the unit there. That is the unit that runs all the way over to the end and hide at the back of the map. We didn't notice that till the end, and then we had to run all the way from this end down over there to where that unit is there, and that was the longest run in the world. It just took way too longer than it needed to. So these archers now are just picking off the rest of his army. I've got this unit chasing, as it means that his archers stop running away, but eventually he does stop. I don't even archers, the swordsman. So eventually he does stop running, and again he manages to wipe out my guys, as they're exhausted. They run all the way across the map. They have, and they're just breaking due to it now, as they're not fresh. They've taken casualties. This is my unit of 72, and I obviously got my unit of 81 coming across as well, and that's pretty much all my infantry left. I've got another unit there, and I've got my general over here. Now I didn't want to get him in the battle, because I thought if I lose him, he was in early on, and I thought if I lose him, I bet my men are just going to break. As after all, they are only Britannia, and the morale's fairly good, but it's not brilliant in that. As you can see, he's now charging forward his archers into melee combat, as he knows they're losing. They're all being taken out. There's nothing really left for him. He can sit there if he wants to, but the might of the Roman auxilia is just going to cut him down, as well as the infantry of Britannia and Rome combined. So they're being cut down, and it pretty much just leaves it down to, we've got a couple of units over here now that are fighting, which is his archers, and by now a lot of them have run out of ammo as well. They've been firing away, and as you can see, fresh units of urbans. They're exhausted, but they're still in plenty of quantity of numbers. Just bringing it round and surrounding them nicely over here, and this unit also as well will be surrounded and cut down. A couple of units of cav left, or a couple of horsemen left. Oh, 2 more just appeared out of nowhere. The magical cav. So pretty much turns down. Now no one noticed these until these guys started getting killed off. I noticed one of my routing units was just being shot down. I was thinking, who's doing that? And it's blooming a unit of chariots just sat at the back of the map. But if we now are taking on, have a look at the carnage that has been caused. Macedonians and Romans, Britannians and Egyptians just slain across the battlefield. You've got the massive slaughter of Cav over here, both Romans and Macedonian Cav. You've got the battle of chariots and light cavalry over here, where I clearly came under the short straw and got absolutely killed off. As you can see here, another load of Egyptian Cav got slaughtered, and English as well, Britannia. Infantry, Egyptian pikemen, chariots, archers. I mean, there's dead bodies just strewn. If you look anywhere you go, there's just bodies just around. There's a couple here, a couple there, a couple over there. It was one of them battles where the battlefield was just everywhere you looked. It was from one end to the other. So I'll just speed it up as we go attack this last unit over here. So as you can see, it's near coming to the end now. There's just this last one unit that's making their brave stand, and to be fair, they just get absolutely cut down at the end by the Archer 5. As you can see, we've got to run all the way across. So you've got Mr. A's units pushing across, and you've got my units, my last couple of units pushing across too. So luckily he does decide to come towards us, as he knows it's the end and he can't keep running otherwise. Well, to be fair, he could run, but he can maybe get a couple of kills at a time, but there's too many men left, even with all these archers. If you look, that's the unit completely gone, and they don't even make it away. So as you can see, Mr. A with most kills, I got third most, 805. I lost a lot of men, not even in the battle, just, well, in the battle obviously, but not even in the main fight. It was just being shot by archers, and obviously them running away and that. But good game to all you guys. So this is Jorstan, over and out.